Hey, how's it going? All right. Anyway, so Guardians of the Galaxy 2 just dropped. Well, it didn't just drop, but we just saw it, and we were very excited about it. So we want to talk about it. We want to give our recap, our summary, and what we thought. And so we're just going to kind of start talking about stuff that we liked. For me personally, I guess I'll start. I like this one better than the first one. Now, people are probably, not going to agree with that. And you know what? For those people, I really don't care. So, if you don't like it, just comment and tell me you don't like it. And maybe I don't like you either. No, I'm just playing. But anyway, I liked it better because I thought the villain was a real threat this time. The villain was like a god. And honestly, this is like one of the first times Marvel has had a villain that's as powerful as a god, which I thought was very cool. I know some people maybe didn't like the villain because it was like he was only in physical form partially.
Yeah.
But I thought Kurt Russell did an excellent job. Kurt Russell is still killing the game. He's been killing the game since the freaking 80s, but he's still killing the game. He's, done a very excellent job. So I just really thought that was cool. What did you guys like?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think that Star-Lord, in the first movie, we didn't know he was a god, until the second one came out. And we found out he was a god because of his origins and everything like that. I just wish they didn't have to kill his father off, I wish that they could have agreed on some terms, not take over the whole galaxy, maybe like a couple planets. But so at least he could still be a god, because now he's just a regular person, it's not, he is a superhero, because he is a Guardians of the Galaxy, but his powers are just, human based. So that's what I think about that aspect.
I really like this second version. My favorite character, hands down, is Groot.
Of course.
I don't want to be that person, but he's adorable. How can you just look at him and be like he's a good character?
Yeah.
I am Groot. Okay. And I think let's see,
Gamora.
Gamora, yes. I think we kind of have similarities. Like, I don't know, she's just cool, and she doesn't really want to show people her emotions, but she's like, don't fuck with me type stuff. So.
But then she's very caring,
Yeah, at the same time.
She wanted him to actually figure out what the planet was about, if this is really your father, this and that. So I did think that was cool too.
And I also thought Rocket was funnier this movie than he was the first time. And honestly, I probably annoyed the people who sat in front of me because I was just laughing the whole way through. It was so entertaining to me. So I definitely recommend you guys go and see that right away.
Yeah. So with the funny aspect, that was really, really good, and I felt like that was drastically improved. The first one was great too. As far as the comedy, that's why people loved it so much. Yeah. But with the comedy was a really good emotional aspect. So it was it was funny, but at the same time they revealed Rocket, he's insecure, and then what's his name, Yondu?
Yeah, Yondu.
Yondu was saying, and I know this because you're just like me.
Just like me.
So I thought that was really cool. And then of course, speaking of Yondu, Yondu was amazing. I'm really sad. Spoiler alert that he had to die at the end.
He is not gonna be in the third one.
I was kind of upset, and I didn't really favor him the first movie, so he grew on me this movie, and I was kind of like, well, dang.
Right, and no one did, really.
You didn't realize how important he was until this movie.
Yeah, until this movie.
He actually helped Star-Lord become who he is.
Absolutely.
He was his father, so it was really deep when he was like, I love you, boy, give him a
Yeah, he died.
And also the gold lady who's in this movie.
Yeah, that was fun.
I feel like she's gonna, cause her way of fighting is obviously just not gonna work for her. So she created something towards the end. So I'm feeling like Yondu's family or all the people who are with him on his side are gonna work with the Guardians of the Galaxies and fight the Lady in the Gold. Because whatever she created is clearly she thinks is gonna beat them. So it's gonna be a whole on action going on. So I can't wait.
And speaking of Yondu, that's Merle from Walking Dead. All my Walking Dead fans, please comment because we are friends already because Walking Dead is my favorite series of all time. So, Michael Rooker, he's a classic character.
Yeah, and what's funny is I wasn't even like Michael Rooker's cool. He's had some good roles here and there. I'm not a huge fan of The Walking Dead, but in this movie, Yondu, his character stood out amongst everybody. I think he almost hands down was the best character in the movie just because he was so and it was so unexpected too.
Yeah, dude, I feel that.
When I saw the posters, I knew that he was going to be a new part of the family. I knew that he was going to be a part of the Guardians, but at the same time, it's like I didn't know he was gonna be such a vital aspect of the film until like midway through when he like revealed like okay like we gotta go save Star-Lord and everything. So I just thought that was like really cool how they set that in. Like they did a very very good job with that.
Yeah, because in the first one it wasn't really a huge role.
Dick.
He was chasing Star-Lord, just to I think return what was it it was like the egg or I forgot what it was.
Infinity Stone.
Yeah, it was Infinity. It was Infinity
Stone.
I don't
know.
It was something in there that was relatively close to that, but yeah. So in his group. Even in the first one, they were like, "Why are you so easy?" On Star-Lord, and then in this one again, his group betrayed him because they realized that he had a soft spot for Star-Lord, which is not his son in blood, but like he was a father figure to him. So
yeah.
I also can't wait to see how this whole evil sister, good sister plays out, because I know her father will be more involved in the third one. Yeah. So
he'll be in Infinity War, which is before that, I think.
Like whether her sister just wants to take him off the throne and take over the planet herself, I don't know. You never know, but.
I mean, it's crazy that they like made up, but I kind of like figured.
Yeah.
Each character had their own like emotional aspect to what they're going through, So I feel like MCU really did a good way of indicating each character, what I mean? From Groot to like he grew up at the end, he's a teenager. I can't wait for the next one to see him like in his teenage phases, playing a video game, just like a classic kid playing a video game in a room, not cleaning his room up. So that's hilarious.
I mean, I think the reason why I enjoyed this one more than the first one was because the emotional aspects were like really, really good. The character development, the connections were really, really good. Like everybody's like personal story got out. Like literally everybody's. Like we learned more about each character, and I thought that was great. I love that aspect.
Yeah, and what do you guys think about Chris Pratt, which is Star-Lord? How do you think his overall character was, and did you like that the movie itself was around just him?
I mean, I liked it because it went in depth of like who he is, because he's been wondering like who his father was, where he came from on that half of his life. So I thought it was cool. I mean,
I thought it was like crazy how he really was a god. So it's like now since his father is dead, I guess like is he completely mortal or is he just?
Oh yeah, he did lose his
bro.
Invulnerable, or we still don't really know. Well, I don't know. Yeah. Like maybe y'all deep comic people know, but I don't know. Like, is he like just completely mortal, or is he just very invulnerable, or this or that? Like I don't know. Really.
I want to say he's completely immortal because the energy source in the what group blew up, which was
he blew up the planet.
Yeah,
right?
the planet, the brain. So. His energy source is gone, so he's just a regular, and he's going to age just like the rest of us. So.
But maybe since he still has the DNA. I know like apparently he may be mortal, but he still has the DNA. Like that's just factual. He still has that DNA, so maybe he can learn to channel some of the energy or whatever, and maybe have more abilities. I don't really know. You deep comic people have to tell me, but I don't really know that much about Star-Lord, but. I thought that was good, and then I figured it'd be something about his mom that triggered him to like because his eyes were like pitch black, and he's like I see.
Kill my mother.
Yeah, and then he like starts shooting him, so that was like a good way to like kind of solidify him, like basically okay, Ego is like the bad guy, like it's not even questionable at this point.
And like you said earlier, his name is Ego,
we should have known.
That's a foreshadow right there. So.
But they did a really good job covering that up because like they started him off like acting really humble,
To be honest, I didn't really catch. I mean, I knew it was kind of sketchy that he found him just like this, but at the same time, I wasn't really expecting him to be like evil. I thought he was gonna like do something else that may have asked for his help in a different way.
Yeah.
But he just went all crazy on him. So.
I mean, I was kind of wondering why they started so quickly with him finding his dad and just going so smoothly. I was like, okay, something's weird about this.
Like, and Gamora was saying that the whole time.
Gamora knew the whole
she
time.
Was on the planet, she was like, what the heck?
Yeah, what is happening?
And the girl with the antennas.
Mantis, I love her. She's adorable.
She's hilarious.
He's like, do me.
He's like.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's funny.
I wonder if she's going to be in the third one. Hopefully she will.
Oh yeah, she is. She's part of the crew
now. She's
like
a new character now.
Okay.
She's part of the crew, yeah. But what were you guys? Who were your guys' favorite characters? Like who'd you like most in this movie?
Groot.
Of course, Groot.
I would say Star-Lord, and honestly, I really like the gold species. Just because
they were cool. It's cool.
They were really, really smart and like they were really evolved.
They had,
I don't know if you guys remember. Yeah, in the scene where they were in space, battling and going at it. I think Star-Lord was like, we're killing them, and then he's like, no, this is not really them, you know, it's a simulated game.
Which is why they're so shitty.
Yeah, exactly. And you go back and they're just playing game, playing the game, you know, which is crazy because if technology continues going as it is, you don't need someone in the ship, you know what I mean, doing that. You can have
holograms.
Yeah, you can have it like a video game. Do you remember the last guy remaining?
He was like, and they're like, wow.
Yeah, it was literally like a video game.
Yeah,
it literally was like a
I
video
knew you were
game.
gonna lose.
Yeah, like an evil face.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's behind him. That's hilarious.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed the characters even more this time. I think for me personally, Rocket was my favorite this movie. I don't know, I just like something about him just being like a dickhead for no reason.
His humor is hilarious.
It's like over the top funny. This movie.
Remember in the woods when he was literally like killed the light?
Oh, that was
he
a
kept
great
pressing the
scene.
button.
Yeah, for no reason.
Like he was just having fun with it, killing these people.
Because he kind of, first of all, he kind of reminds me of Ratchet and Clank. Like Groot and Rocket remind me of Ratchet and Clank. They're like the same type of partnership. So that's great. And then of course Rocket is just like, he has all these issues, but he's like so mean for no reason. Like when Star-Lord was leaving to go see his dad, he was like, I hope your dad's not as big as a douche as you, orphan boy, or something like that. Just randomly.
Yeah, I was just like, wow,
unnecessarily comical.
But it was funny. It was funny to me because that's just his character. Like I like imperfect heroes. Like I like anti-heroes, people who are like Deadpool. He's an asshole, but he's still like, you know, he still saves the world, and you know, at the end of the day, he's not like a bad person.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So that's kind of what attracts me to the movie. That's kind of what I really liked about it this go around.
And one thing I liked, which is the director James Gunn, I really love the visual effects of this.
Oh movie. Yeah, it was really good.
When they traveled through different galaxies and different planets.
The space thing where they're going
through. Even just
the
fireworks at his
cool
funeral ceremony.
Yeah, that reminded me of Star Wars. You know?
It definitely did. With like the hyper boost that they do, like when they're like they do 50 jumps at a time or something like that. That's definitely like Star Wars.
Yeah,
they go on light speed or whatever.
Yeah, they would time travel, which is insane. But yeah, the visual effects were something they did a great job in, and seeing the different species of aliens on different planets and how different they looked, and just everything about that was really cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna miss Yondu. I was shocked that I felt like emotionally connected to this one. Like the first one, I didn't feel emotionally connected. Like it was a good movie, but it wasn't like emotional connection for me.
It was as if he was just meeting all the characters.
Yeah,
so this one, it took it into a next level.
Yeah.
Right, and so you know, with Yondu and then between the backstories they gave, it just like, even like at the end, like I felt like I had like watery eyes. Like, I didn't like tear, but my eyes definitely like felt like, wow, like I actually feel something for Yondu, which is, you know, kind of abnormal for Marvel movies. They don't really do like death with major characters, even though Yondu's not like an A character. He got close. He was basically an A character in this movie.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So you know, that was a really fun, good aspect of the film, because it's always better for me when I can connect emotionally with the characters. So I just thought that was a really well done by James Gunn. I don't understand why there's a lot of complaints about this one. I enjoyed this one better than the first one. Maybe because the first one people told me is the best movie they've ever seen in their life, and it wasn't the best movie I ever saw in my life. But this one I didn't have super ridiculous expectations, so I enjoyed it like a lot. So
I think why people were maybe like opposed it or didn't like it as much was just because the Guardians of the Galaxy didn't really fight like a huge villain, you know, like it was Star-Lord's dad, you know, so it wasn't really someone, you know, like too big like Thanos or maybe like someone else like in huge. So I mean, that's probably the aspect of why they didn't like it as much, but because from what I can see, that's the only thing why, but people always have ways to not like something, so I don't really know.
And you guys can't tell me that you didn't think the way Groot communicates is hilarious, because when Rocket was trying to get him to find Gondu's piece for his head when they were trying to escape that
that
ship,
was funny.
He brought him everything except for what they were asking for, especially like when they were trying to put the bomb on the father's brain, the center. He was like, this button? I am Groot.
I am Groot.
I am Groot. Like, it's just so funny to me. Like, he's hilarious.
And I didn't know until Matt told me after the movie that Vin Diesel plays the voice of Groot. Like,
you can't tell for Baby Groot.
Bro, he has a deep voice. You know, like, it's Vin Diesel. Like, what the heck? That's random. I don't know, but he did a great job. He did.
I mean, I guess, for Groot in the first one, you could like figure it's Vin Diesel because Groot's voice is pretty deep in the first one, but for this one, it's like he's a baby.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, you know, that takes like definitely some training, definitely some straining of your vocals to be able to make it sound like a little baby, especially for him. So
I can see you having like a little pet mode, like a Groot
a chia pet.
Yeah, but overall, I give the film probably like a 8.7 out of 10. I give it pretty high.
I'd probably give it like 8.5.
Me too, 8.5.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely satisfying. I thought it was good. I don't really have any complaints. I thought the actors were excellent. We did not talk about Sylvester Stallone. I thought he was a great addition to the movie. I think in the future ones, so I guess take Yondu's place, which is a great replacement. I mean, come on, it's Sly, man. Like Sylvester Stallone's amazing. You know, Rocky, Rambo.
OG, yeah.
So.
Adrian.
Right. So yeah, if you liked our little discussion, feel free to give us a like, subscribe, and if you did not, that's cool too. Just give us a comment and let us know what you thought. We'll talk to you guys soon.
See you guys.